Some colors would be nice, so let's make sure we do add colors to our bars whenever we render them and also whenever we update them. Now we can do so by adding the fill attribute here. Fill wants a color, and we can, for example, set this to red. If we do so, and we go back here and update our visual, all the bars are red. But I don't want to have red colors here. Instead, I want to get the colors by Power BI. And that is thankfully also something that is relatively easy to implement. We could add color information to every data point we store in extracted data. So here, when we push a new data object with category and value, we could add a new color property here to store the color for this data point right next to the other data point value we're working with here in our code. Now again, I could of course set this to red, and if I do set this to red, or to green so that we see a difference when I reload this. So if I do set this to green, down there where I use the fill color, I can get access to my data point and access data point.color. Now this will work if I reload. Everything is green, but again, the idea was that A, we have different colors for different bars, and B, that I don't hard code it in my code. So that's still not the final result, but a bit closer. The color that should be stored on the data point should be derived automatically with help of Power BI. And thankfully, Power BI gives us access to its internal color palette and the internal colors it knows and uses. And we get access to those colors on the host element. Now here in update on options, we don't have access to this host, but we do so in the constructor. There we got access to options element, but we also have options host. You can think of host as the general Power BI program, so to say. Now this host is of type iVisualHost, and we can create a new property here, host, and the type is iVisualHost. Now that's a type you have to import first. For that, up there you add import iVisualHost, and then this other import syntax, which you also see here, where you reach out to Power BI, extensibility, visual, and iVisualHost. And with that, this is now a new property where we can store this host we're getting when the visual is constructed. Now with the host stored here, we can also use it in update. And there I want to use it here when I want to get a color. On my host, I have this color palette property which I can access. And on that, we can call getColor to get, well, a color. And now I want to make sure that the color in the end is picked automatically from the tool for the different categories. So each category should have its own color, each country in case of our data. And therefore, I can access my category here, my values, and there the ith value. And I know that this will be a string, because my category values are the country names, China, Germany, and so on. These are strings. TypeScript isn't yet convinced that what I extract here will be a string, and therefore we can use a feature called typecasting, where we do convince TypeScript manually, and therefore here we add as string. And this basically tells TypeScript that what we extract here will be a string, and getColor wants such a string, and therefore it's happy. And then here we can call value to get the color as text basically, so something like red or the hexadecimal code for the color, because that's what we in turn need for the fill attribute later. So with that, we're extracting the color, and now here on fill, data point color should give us a color that is provided by Power BI. So back here, if I now reload, this looks much more colorful. And these are now the colors assigned by Power BI here, which is why every bar also has its separate color. Now colors are nice. How about an axis? That would be great too.